Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye. No. Never gonna give, never gonna give, never gonna give you up. Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna give, never gonna give, never gonna give you up. Never gonna give, never gonna give. Never gonna say goodbye, no. Only come out at night.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay, sorry, I was getting annoyed trying to figure out how to type and draw at the same time, so I turned my mic on for my computer, my laptop. Oh yeah, that's my fan, sorry. Let me go turn that off. Oh, okay, much better. That's even better. I just turned it off, so give it a second. So I hope everyone's having a nice night. Get out of here, iTunes. So right now, so this is something that I drew a while ago, and I was supposed to do it for a contest, but school is a thing, so it just kind of stayed in my sketchbook. Tom, hey! Hi, Tom. Welcome to the stream. You're not going to kick me from my own stream, are you, Tom? But anyway, so this is supposed to be like an Alice in Wonderland theme contest thing, just for like funsies. And I just never got a chance to finish this because I did this my last quarter, like so before my spring break, and I just kind of stayed in my sketchbook. So this is what I'm gonna draw for today, or line and color, really. Has anyone else noticed that Bowser went pimp from 3D World with a car to the Ego and outfit in Odyssey? He did turn. He went from like, I remember from Mario 3D World, he had like the pimp car. Like you had to fight it twice, I think. I was like, what the? Bowser's totally a pimp. Turn in the screen. You have a car, Double D? I have a car too. It's my baby. It's a 2006 Kia Spectra that my parents got for me when I was in high school, my senior year. Am I a pimp? No, Double D, you're not a pimp, because all you have is me. And if you call me your hoe, I'm gonna smack you. The D pimp car decked out with lights. Purple and blue lights. So, for today, I hung out with my parents. I came home for the weekend because I don't have classes on Monday. So I came home for the weekend and I came to hang out with my parents and we went to go get Korean barbecue. Korean barbecue is really why I'm starting the stream so late instead of at 8 like I said I was supposed to. Because after Korean barbecue, I just went to sleep. He's a soft boy. Rocket Cat, were you not here for when we did the soft boy thing? Soft boy. What do you mean LOL first off? First off what? How you gonna go into a food coma? Look, the Korean barbecue was really good, okay? It was really good. Because we got spicy pork bulgogi, spicy chicken, Hawaiian bulgogi, lemon chicken. It was good. And then I ate a whole bunch of rice too, along with that. So it was just like, I was just gone. I'm sorry. The food was just too good for me. But yeah, so that's what I did today. What else did I do? That was it. I chased my cat around the house a little bit, because why not? And, oh yeah, so if I get this piece of art done in a somewhat reasonable amount of time, and after we do the raffle, maybe, just maybe, I'll play some Bending the Ink Machine, because I just got a Steam account. And the chapter 1 for Bending the Ink Machine was free. So, yes, I have a, did you not know I have a cat, Rocket Cat? I have a cat named Sora. Because I'm a weeaboo and, you know, I can't come up with anything original. So I had to name my cat after a fictional anime character. Well, video game anime character. Going into food comas, chasing cats around. You're the soft one. Double D, we've already confirmed that I'm not ashamed of being a soft girl, okay? It's you who have trouble when I call you a soft boy, because you are indeed a soft boy. The softest boy TD, they're changing the whole thing when Chapter 4 comes out. Yeah, that's what they said. He said that if you have Chapter 1, that you'll get the free update. So as long as you have Chapter 1, you'll get an update for Chapter 1. And then if you want to, like, and it also the same thing if you buy the other chapters, but I think they're at a reduced price right now. If you buy the other chapters, you'll also get the update for free. So you don't have to, like, re-buy anything. Which I think is a pretty good deal. Thank you, iTunes. You are definitely a very soft boy, Double D. But it's okay. I like soft boys. Zoom out, please. Oh, would anyone like to hear about my art process? I'm willing to give away my master secrets. Well, they're not really master secrets because I'm not a master. I'm like decent. I'm still trying to get a job as an animator and character designer, so you know. But I can tell you guys about my process, like while I'm drawing and trying to come up with characters and designs and all that good stuff. Oh, excuse me. Double isn't a soft boy. He isn't, Tom. He's not a soft boy. But I think he is our soft boy. It's true. Tom, you're the second softest boy. You guys are all soft boys. You're all my soft boys. I'm gonna start calling my followers my soft kids, my soft children, my soft babies. I think my soft kids sounds a little less creepy, maybe. Or my soft marshmallows. You guys are just my soft kids. So if you didn't see, oops, at the beginning, let me show you what my sketch looks like, so you know where we're coming from. So this is my sketch. That's the lines. Doesn't really look like anything when I take the sketch out from underneath, but it's soft cats. Oh yeah, maybe I should start calling you guys my soft cats. Yeah, soft cats. But yeah, this is my sketch. It's supposed to be Alice, and she's holding like a giant battle axe. I had seen some images of Alice with like the double axe, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But what if she just had one giant axe and she's like a tiny baby holding like this giant axe, and they're like, oh, haha, wait, what's happening? So that's what I was going for. My softies. My softie sounds good too. You know what? Tom and Rocket Cat, I'm going to let you guys figure out what I should call my followers from now on. it's either my softies or soft cats. Vote it up. Which one do you guys prefer? My softies, hello my softies, or hello soft cats? So of course Rocket Cat has one vote for soft cats. Softies. How can I be your soft cat? Rocket is your soft cat. Well, I mean, you're my soft boy, Double D, so that's a little different. You already have a title, so you're not counted. You know, I think I'll go with hello, my softies. Yes, I like that. Thanks, Tom. If anyone doesn't like it, blame Tom. But I'm forever calling you guys my softies. Nope, I'm sorry, Rocket Cat, it's been decided. You guys are forever my softies. If you want to blame somebody, blame Tom. Well, you're not my softie, Double D. You're my soft boy, so it's different for you. Softies, get out. He's right. He's right, Double D, get out. You gotta, I can't deal with that. Just, no. Softies, no. No, call your followers softies. No. You're just softies, not softies. Soft peas. Scraped knees. What else rhymes? Have D's. Nuts. I like soft. Where is there a T in your name? You got a point. Soft D's. But then what if people are like, oh, soft D's? What are you talking about, Dee Dee? That sounds so... I thought you were a PG channel. You're a PG-13 channel. Oh my gosh. Oh wait. No. I don't want to listen to Kevin MacLeod. Softies. I am PG with my softie. Okay, I don't think I can use softie anymore. I can't. There's too many issues that have arisen just in this one stream. I just can't. No. It's just you're the softies. All my followers are the softies. Boy, wash that mouth. Stop being nasty. Coming from the guy who has a folder on his laptop called the D folder. Soft peas. Okay, dear, what is happening with my arm? What is going on with your arm? Doing something that I didn't tell you to do. Oh yes, as an artist, you kind of learn to speak to your art when your art doesn't speak to you. Because sometimes, you know, you just kind of lose your mind and you're like, I just need you to work art, and you just kind of start talking to it. Because you believe if you talk to it, it'll talk back to you. It's my hard drive, and my name starts with D. Well, we know that. Actually, did I ever tell you guys how I got the name DD Locks? Do you guys want me to tell you the story of my internet fame? Actually, no, I'm not famous at all. I'm just a tiny soft cat. Soft cat. But I can tell you guys of the story about how DD Locks came to be. So, many years ago, when I was a small baby, and I didn't really do that much art anyway, but I wanted to. Come on. What I did was I had created a character because I was thinking of this whole scenario, or like this whole idea where, like some of the old fairy tales that we knew, like Little Red Riding Hood and Snow White and what else? And Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I wanted to make like a story where the people like Goldilocks were real people, and they just somehow got into the storybook world, as I used to call it. And real people aren't supposed to get into the storybook world. So the original story was just supposed to be the Three Bears, but then Goldilocks somehow got into the story because she like entered in from our world into their world. And that's how eventually it started being called Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So my whole thing was like, oh, you know, Goldilocks was like a real person, and she went into the storybook world, and she eventually came out, and she had like kids and like did all that stuff. And so like generations down the line, there's a girl, and her name is Diana D. Locks, like Goldilocks, but everyone just calls her Dee Dee for short. And she used to have like golden locks and stuff, but she cut them off because she's a rebel. And I was gonna like go somewhere with that story. I had like characters drawn out, but I just wasn't feeling it anymore. And there were plot holes that I couldn't figure out. Because I was thinking I wanted it to be like, oh, this would be a cool idea for like an action RPG fighting game kind of thing. But then I ended up just like throwing it out the window, like, oh, whatever. So, but I like the name DD Locks. Oops. Oh, come on, stream. Keep going. Thank you. Anyway, I like the name DD Locks so much that I just ended up keeping it, and I was like, oh, I'll just call myself DDLocks for all my internet peoples. That'll be fine. That's why I'm named DDLocks instead of like something else. Come on, stream. Legend of Double D, DD the Locks. Hold on. I'm gonna stop and restart my stream and see if that kind of fixes the buffering. Give me a second, guys. Okay. I think that should be a little better. Oops, OBS. Just ignore OBS in the background. It's fine. It's okay. OBS is doing what it wants. Well, anyway, so yeah, that's how I ended up getting the name DDLocks. Because I'm just weird. That's the story. And I'm sticking to it. Oh my gosh, fingers. This is the real Double D. DD of the Locks, deal of my heart. If you don't want us to know the story of my name, two people decided they'd have a son, and they were like, oh, we can't give him a cool name. We gotta give him something, you know, not cool. So we named him Tom instead. Right? Then you turn into like a super robot. Or something. Right, Tom? Where'd the music go? Dee Dee says she's soft, but she's actually mean. I'm not mean. I'm just very cynical, and I like to roast people. Just brings me so much satisfaction, you know? To roast the living daylights out of my enemies. I'm crying. Why are you so mean? You divorced me over a joke. Tom, I love you. Don't cry, please. I said you end up turning into like a super robot, though. That's cool. Super robots are cool. My real name is worse. Oh, well. Well, please, Tom. Tell me the real story of your name. I'm making good progress on my line art. Come on, stream output. Oh, sorry, my laptop. I just realized it wasn't plugged in. Or my second laptop. Let's see. To be honest, I may be done with this faster than I think I or thought I was going to be. Unless I decide to take a break. His real name's Slim Shady. I'm just gonna throw myself in the garbage. Excuse me. My parents decided to have a baby and then name it Phyllis Thomas Harper Darcy because that's cool. Then they decided to call me Tom. It's like, why did we give you all these names? We'll just call you Tom. Okay, Mom and Dad. Never changing the Philip, I mean. Oh, well, that's kind of like me too. Like, my full name is like super long because, excuse me, Windows. I don't need you. It's me, Dioda. But like, my full name is super long because that's just how it is for Nigerians. We give our kids really long names. So, but in real life, I go by like my middle name instead of my first name. And so whenever anybody calls me by my real first name, it's like, what? Who? Oh, me. Actually, in elementary school, I'm in 5th grade because the teacher couldn't figure out which of my two names was like my first name. So they thought my first name was like my sister's name or like someone else's name, and then they thought the name that I always go by was me. So when I got to school the first day, I walk into class and there's 2 desks, one with my real first name and then one with my actual name that I go by. So of course I'm like, well, this is cool. I'm like confused at first, but I'm like, oh, this is cool. So I ended up just sitting at one desk and then I put my stuff on the other desk. And then my teacher comes in and he's like, why are you taking up X person's desk? They're not here yet. It's like, you trying to get in trouble the first day? And I'm like, well, this is my name. And he's like so confused, like, no, it's not, your name is this. So I had to like show him that no, I have like 3 names. And this is 2 of them. So both of these desks are mine. And of course he was upset. And I'm like, well, you did this to yourself, man, not me. So that was me in elementary school. I was a savage in elementary school. My teachers never believed I went by Tom. Like, your name is Philip. I'm telling you, Mike, everyone calls me Tom. Really? I don't believe you. What's wrong, Double D? You said Dark Souls won't be windowed? Well, of course, Dark Souls doesn't want to be contained. Come on. I can't type because it keeps going full screen. Dark Souls does not want to be contained. Next song. People called me a lot of things, and in first grade, my dad filed out the paperwork, so on my desk it said Spunky, so I had to make a new one. Wow, the school system deleted my name. Oh, you guys want to hear another funny story? This is a story from middle school. So, from where I'm from, or the school system that I'm in, we take the CRCT. So if you guys are from like the north, you probably don't know what the CRCT is. Or I don't know, you may have like the same thing, or maybe it's like called something else. But it's like this big test we take at the end of the year, like to make sure that we're not dumb, that we actually learn things in school. The school never had my middle name registered. But like, so I think I took the CRCT. So I took the CRCT in 6th grade, and then 7th and 8th grade. And 8th grade was the last time I took the CRCT. And so I took the CRCT in 6th grade, and everybody was like stressing out, oh, am I going to pass and all that stuff, blah, 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 graduate from 6th grade. And I'm like, oh, I can do this. This is fine. So we're taking the CRCT, and everybody collectively gets to the social studies part of the test. And it's so funny because once we all got to the social studies portion of the test, literally everybody looked up from their desks and looked at each other. And we're like, what the heck is going on with this social studies portion? So we're all looking at it, and apparently what was on the social studies portion of the test was not what they had taught us in social studies for 6th grade. It was completely different. Like, we had learned about Europe, and they were talking about, like, America and the Middle East. And we're like, we didn't learn any of this. So, of course, we're all confused, like, what's happening? Why? What is this? So, of course, we're like, we just have to take the test as is and just be done. So, we finished the CRCT tests, like, all 4 or 5 sections. And the test results come out. And my dad, he's, like, super into my education. Which is like what parents should be. So he's always like trying to make sure I have like not like I'm like the smartest ever, but like I'm doing my best and that I have the help that I need when I need it. What is this witchcraft? What test? Are you guys not listening to my story? Do I need to restart my whole story again? Oh my gosh. But were you guys really not paying attention to my story? Were you guys just having fun in the chat down there? Every time my teacher asked for nicknames and I told them mine, they disregarded it. Me too. And over the course, my dad picked my middle name, so it's T. Gunnar Martin. What is this witchcraft? What test? Yes. Wow, okay. So you guys are really ignoring my whole story. I'm hurt. I'm so gravely hurt. Well, okay, I'll restart my story from the beginning. Okay? I was supposed to be Ricky Jr. The heck? Well, I could have been named Samantha, because I was almost born in a Sam's Club. Ricky Jr. Slight tear. Okay. My dad wanted Ricky Jr. Wow. Okay, so let me finish my story and then I'll restart it again so I remember where I'm supposed to be. So, finish the CRCT test. Dad goes to get the results, and he notices on the results that for the social studies portion, there's no grade or like score or whatever. So my dad, obviously confused, he went to the school and said, excuse me, my daughter does not have her score on the social studies portion of the CRCT test. Is there something wrong? What happened? And my dad said that the person he talked to was like really rude and didn't want to answer him at first, or was like doing something. I don't know. Remember, the school was like really not that great. So anyway, my dad finally gets her attention, and she takes the paper or whatever and looks at it and says, "Oh, she must have failed. She must have failed the social studies portion of the test. The whole test. One whole section I failed. That means I didn't get a score, so I didn't answer anything," is what she meant. And my dad was so mad. Like, how dare you? My daughter didn't fail the CRCT test. What's wrong? My dad was really upset that day. So, of course, we find out later that they just put the wrong section on the CRCT test. It was either that or they taught us the wrong section. And that happened 2 times in a row. That happened 2 years in a row. And I'm like, you guys really don't know what you're doing in the school system, do you? It's like, this is why we're behind all the rest of the countries. So, yes, that's my story. That sounds like something from a show. Well, it happened twice. It was so weird. Because, like, you know when you're taking a test at school, and you know when no one in your class has no idea what's going on, you all just look up at each other like, oh, do you guys know what this is? LOL, no we don't. You all just collectively look at each other in class during the test. You just look up and you shake your heads. That happened to me when I took an AP test too for biology. That was the last AP test that I took for high school my senior year. And we got to this one section, or no, we opened the book for biology. And literally everybody looked up at each other because we were like, we don't know what any of this is. Because on the biology test, it was like all practical experiments. And we're like, we only know how to use the formula. In high school, I bet a parent like that rocket. My dad was probably drunk when thought of it. One time in high school, I bet a parent like that rocket. Someone got kicked out of class for showing up late. One day at band camp. Oh, I like this. Tell 'em we all have that one relative. So there's 5 people watching and just us 3 in the chat. I know, right? I actually had 53 subscribers, and then I went to check today and I only had 51. So I guess I lost 2 subscribers. I don't know how, but I guess I'm just really boring. I'm sorry. My boringness is just... Ugh. I mean, he showed up and the teacher went crazy and the guy didn't care. Logic. I have the stream up twice. Hold on a second, guys. I think my cat is trying to get at the door. You're too soft, Dee Dee. Dee Dee, you ain't boring. Sorry, Tom. Tell Mr. How to Window Dark Souls. I unsubscribed. What the? Jeez, I thought you guys cared about me. I guess I was wrong. Ugly cries. Nah, it's okay. Ooh, hello, kitty cat. My cat is here. Say hello to my cat, chat. Yeah, to be honest, I try not to be so concerned with subscribers. Just because, like, I'm really just doing YouTube for funsies. If I end up making money, I'm unsubbing. You're at 49 now. What? Well, I guess I'm going to start my stream right here because this is supposed to be a 50 stream, 50 sub art stream, not a 49 art stream. So, you know, I just gotta stop the stream right now. But yeah, I'm not really trying to be so concerned with subscribers. I just like to have fun, you know? Do whatever I feel like. I do what I want, like Sky says. You guys are too nice. But yeah, so this is just fun for me. Just kind of a stress reliever. And also doing art live kind of helps me stay focused. So I'm not like bopping around on my different screens, like looking at random cartoons or whatever we animators are supposed to do. You guys use the forbidden word. What? You have to entertain your true fans. Yeah, you know, as long as you guys are entertained, or I can entertain maybe a few people, like one person a day, then, you know, I'm good. Kat, what are you doing up there? Are you getting your teddy bear? Okay, you can grab your teddy bear off the counter, but don't knock anything over, please. My softie sub. Oh, well, okay, so Rocket Cat, we're talking in terms of like actual subscriber numbers, you know. So we're not talking in terms of like supporters. Support is different because it's like you have the actual people who are coming, like you guys, and like participating in my streams and talking to me. I would never unsubscribe from. So for me, it's like, you know, when I talk about subscribers, I'm talking about the physical number of people who like my content enough to watch or to like click the subscribe button. And then supporters are you guys who actually come and watch. That's what I mean when I'm not so concerned about subscribers, because I'm just more concerned about like, oh, if people are actually coming and watching, even if it's just one or two people who come and actually watch and talk to me, or don't talk, or they just, you know, stare at the screen, you know, have me on in the background or whatever, you know, that kind of stuff. That's good enough for me, because then at least I know, you know, someone likes my content besides me, and, you know, someone likes to hear me talk besides me, even though I don't like talking at all. Like, if you meet me in real life, I talk, but there are lots of times where there's just, like, silence, and I just don't talk to anybody, and I just don't look at me like a monster, that kind of stuff. Time to dream about more rad time or Spike. Oops. Come on, iTunes. Are you coming back down, cat? Kitty. Sleeps. Me care. Falls asleep from boredom. I'm sorry, I'm a boring person. Let's see where we are. Well, I could sing for you guys, but actually, no, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. Forget I said anything. Hello, cat. I'm trying to get some variation of line weight so everything doesn't look so dead. Girl sang. No. Forget I said anything. I'm not gonna sing. What do you want, cat? Meow meow. Meow meow. My cat is like all over me now because I closed the door. This is like, excuse me, the door's closed. It's currently not open. I'm not gonna sing. I shouldn't have said anything. I refuse. I'm sorry. I can't even say anything because I'm gonna get copyrighted. Let's see. I talked about singing and now you guys want me to sing. That was my fault. I shouldn't have said anything. You can just listen to my beautiful talking voice instead. That's good enough. Next song. What's next up on my list? Oh, nope. Oh, let's see. No Kevin McLeod. Hey, if I opened up a donation tab or like a Streamlabs, would you guys donate to me? Would you willingly give me your money? I mean, you don't have to, of course. donations are, you just do what you want. But if I open one, would you guys be willing to donate? Or if you don't want to donate, you could also buy things from me, because I do have a store where you can buy art and other nice things. You can buy posters and bags and stickers, all kinds of nice stuff like that. Because, like, I always like the donation thing, but I always feel like, you know, if you have something, like, if you have something to offer in terms of, like, selling wise, you know, it's like, oh, sell some stuff. Although I guess, like, making content is technically, like, giving you a product, but, like, you know, like, something physical that you can, like, hold and, like, use or look at, I guess. So, instead of donations, maybe I'll just, like, hype up my Redbubble store more. Did I miss singing? No, I didn't sing. Oh. Photoshop, what happened? I throw a few bucks in a few months. I would buy stuff for sure. Oh, sweet. So, okay, so I'll try and hype up my Redbubble store. So, I think for this one, along with the raffle that I'm doing, what I'm also going to do is, what I'll also do is I'll put this up on my Redbubble store so you can buy it as a sticker if you like my art enough to, like, buy the stuff. Excuse me, Photoshop. I don't want to sing. Actually, I'd love to commission some art. Well, I'm open for commissions, always. Well, almost always. Dee, if you sing, I'll get you 3 free pizzas with my pizza, no mind. Wow. No. I don't need pizza that bad, actually. Actually, I haven't had pizza in, like, a month. A month plus. Don't listen to Tom. LOL. Why? Would Tom commission some weird art from me or something? Hello, cat. My cat is lounging on the counter next to me, enjoying the cool breeze. Commissions, but I'm poor. Well then, if you're poor, you can buy a sticker from me through my Redbubble store, because stickers are like $2 something. If you want, of course. 4 free pizzas. Double D, I don't need pizza that bad. I'm already fat enough. I can't. No, I'm not gonna sing anything. I don't even know what I would sing, first of all. YouTube, no, I'm just kidding. Come on, YouTube. Come on, Wi-Fi. I'm as close to my Wi-Fi box as I can get. I'm literally above the Wi-Fi box. What's the problem? Okay, what do you want? No, iTunes, I don't want to buy any of your stuff. Okay, that's what was screwing up. But actually, being serious, DD, my D&D friends are trying to get the likenesses of our characters painted for dice. We're going to have custom made on your request. It's all for our DM. Oh, well. hip bus car. Well, just to tell you now, I'm better at drawing girls than I am drawing guys. But I can draw men. It's just sometimes guys are like you guys are like boxes, you know? It's like, and I'm like, where? It's like, how do your hips work? You know? And sometimes my guys come out looking like kind of girly. And I'm like, oh no. But if you are serious, I think I have links to stuff. Actually, I don't. I'll get you at least three chaos emeralds if you sing. No, I'm not gonna sing. Well, I'll link my who's and what's it. I'll message you on Discord with the details. It'll be super minimalistic and just faces. Yeah, sure. Just message me on Discord and I will see what I can do. Right now I've got like one more week before I head into midterms. So just give me a time frame of what you want and then I'll give you a discount. Since you're a friend, I'll give you a discount. How about that? I'll just link you to my my thingy that I use for commissions. But I'll give you a discount since you're a friend. Men are boxes. It's true. Men are boxes. You know, cute boxes. Boxes. Ooh, okay. Next song. I don't want to sing. Besides, all I've had on the brain is like Migos and what else? Drake. That's like all I've been listening to today. Midterms? Do you mean finals? No, I mean midterms. Not finals. I'm on a quarter system, so it's a little different than like semester system. I know everybody else is about to go into like finals week. But we're going to go into midterms in like another 2 weeks. I need someone to draw me a sardonyx. I can draw you a sardonyx for $40. Okay, sing Drake. No. I really don't want to sing. No, I'm not gonna sing. I'm sorry, Double D. You're just gonna have to imagine what my singing is like. I'm poor. And I am also very poor because I spend most of my money on food. But that's what I usually charge for, like, single commission things. But since you guys are my friends, I can give you slight discounts, but only slight because I have things to pay for, like Kingdom Hearts 3. Actually, to be honest, I'm a pretty cheap artist compared to, like, some people that I've seen. What is that? A high go? It's beautiful and I want it. I'll commission you to sing. No, it doesn't work that way. I only do art commissions. Ooh. Oh dear, your eyes are not. Let's move this eye yonder. Are you talking about the song, Tom? Or the music? I don't know what your let's move your eyebrow over yonder. Eyes are like sisters, not twins. What? Oh, jeez. No. It's not what I wanted you to do. Tom, what are you talking about? Are you talking about me copying my eye over? That's what I always do. I'm way too lazy to redraw an eye like that. Way too lazy. Oh, okay, so you are talking about the eyes. Well, yes, you shouldn't. Well, I do. Lots of people do. Especially if it's like straight on. It'd be weird if her eyes were like different. Because she's not realistic. If she was a bit more realistic, then it'd make more sense if her eyes were like slightly off. But since she's cartoony, you want things to be, at least the face anyway, to be somewhat symmetrical, or then it looks like people are gonna see that it looks weird and they're gonna think it's a mistake. What was I gonna do next? I was gonna do something else. Sure. What do you mean, sure? This is what I learned from. Okay, Sora, don't jump on my thing like that. You almost jumped on my laptop. Don't look at me like that. Like I didn't do anything wrong. Oh my gosh, cat. Oh my gosh. Jeez, cat. Don't do that. What do you mean? It's gonna be like a $200 commission. You mean copy the eye over? Well, that's what most people do. Unless you're doing it from like an angle. This is like straightforward. Most people always like copy the eye over. Don't do it. Tom, you gotta speak English. Don't. This is what I've been literally doing for years though, Tom. Lots of people do this. Even professionals. Trust me. Tom, trust me, professionals do this. I've seen my professors do this. I think I was even doing a character turnaround. And my professor was like, why are you trying to redraw the character? Just use the front angle and flip it over and erase things. And I'm like, seriously? It's like, yeah, why would you make it hard on yourself? So I said, okay. So it's a thing that's been done. Just don't copy the eyes of my Minotaur. Does your Minotaur have like two different shaped eyes? You're also gonna have to send me an example of like what you want your thing to look like, because I have no idea what a Minotaur is. Nor have I ever drawn one. Well, I do know, and I kind of have. Kind of. I've drawn like girls with horns. This one, she was like a Minotaur, because she had like a animal bottom. No, okay, so, but I'm still very confused at why you don't want me to copy the eyes over. Dynamic Dynamo, how's it going? You don't know what a Minotaur is? I do, but I mean, I don't know, like, what you want your Minotaur to look like. Cat, what are you doing? Next song. Minotaur? What? Oh, come on, Photoshop. Come on, Photoshop. Yeah. This is a good time to save. Hello, cat. Adventure time! Describe a Minotaur. If they're like, it's like a, they're like, they look like bulls, not bulls, like bison with horns, and they walk on two legs, but it's not like legs, it's more like their hoofs, and they're super manly and furry. That's all I got. I could show you a picture of the Minotaur girl that I drew, if that helps, because I don't know. Mostly correct. Okay. Also, Tom, I would like to know who told you that eyes are not supposed to be copied over when drawing. I would like to know who told you this. Ever watch Hercules? Yes, I have. You're not talking about that ugly gray thing that was like at the somewhat beginning, like kind of middle portion of the movie. Sorry, Huncules, as they say. Okay, her line work is almost done, and it's just taking me an hour. Yay, that's a new record. So last up is her bow and her axe, and then I can finally pick her color palette. Or I have something in mind. I'm just a sticker for classicism. Well, again, that is completely a valid way of drawing, but that's more for like realistic things. Like if you're trying to be super hyper realistic, then yeah, you can't copy over an eye because people are gonna look at it and they're gonna realize that something is like sterile about it because the human face is not symmetrical, even though they teach us like, oh, draw your line down the middle of the head and do your guidelines and yada yada, that kind of stuff. So for more realistic classical things, then yeah, you can't copy the eyes over because it's gonna look kind of dead. I think dead is like the word that I'm going for. It's like gonna look a little dead. It's gonna look like you as a person are gonna realize something is weird. But for cartoons, Dee Dee, you need to do my sprite work. I told you to send me the stuff and I can try. But yeah, for like more cartoony things, if you look at popular cartoons from like the cartoons and you look at their faces from the front, they're always going to be symmetrical because for one, if you're trying to like animate and your character is not symmetrical, for one, your animator is going to cry. Trust me, I've cried because I've tried to animate characters that are not symmetrical and it's like death. And two, when your characters don't have symmetrical faces, not only is it going to be hard to animate, it's also going to be, you're going to like see things like jittering around in animation. Like it's like a super weird thing, but like all in all, it's really kind of to each their own. I've seen plenty of artists who just kind of copy the eye over, especially if it's like, oh, it's the eye. If it's like more cartoony stuff. But if you're doing like a more classical, realistic thing, then yeah, you kind of have to like draw the other eye, even if it's not like perfectly symmetrical, which is kind of what you want anyway. But for like more cartoony things, like the more symmetrical, the better. So it's really just kind of like how you decide to work. So like if you want your Minotaur to be more realistic, which I'm not so great at, like realistic stuff, but I can definitely try. I can do like semi-realism, which is more like a slightly less cartoony thing that I do. Then yeah, then I'd have to like draw the other eye, and even though it'd be like weird, it'd be correct technically. I totally agree. My friends and I are trying to make perfect representation of the character she's been trying to kill for the last 2 years. Well, okay, so then yeah, in that case, then you're trying to go for like a more classical style. I may not be the artist for you then, if you're trying to do like a more classical style, because my stuff is like super cartoony. Like, hold on, I'm gonna show you my drawings, some stuff that I put in my drawing folder, real fast. What do you want, cat? Are you mad that I didn't open the door? Let me find my Minotaur girl that I kind of drew. What? What do you want? Hello, kitty. If it'll load. Please? Please load? Pretty please? Of course it didn't start at the required time. Jeez. Windows. But it'll be like super minimalistic. It'll have to fit on a die. Okay. Just like, you'll have to like just send me an example of what you want. So I can better understand. And then you have to give me like the dimensions. Or I guess I could just do it super high quality. And then you can scale it down as you need to. But this is like one Minotaur thing that I've done, if this counts. This is like as realistic as I can get. For the most part, anyway. Hello, kitty. Meow, 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 meow. But yeah, this is like, I don't know, like this kind of stuff. This is like as close as to a Minotaur that I've ever kind of done. Yeah, and I kind of don't. I kind of want to redo her because her neck is too long. But yeah, that's like as close as I've gotten to like doing a Minotaur kind of thing. Okay. More music. Maybe we'll talk on Discord at some point. It'll be relatively easy for you. Okay, yeah, sure. Just tell me what you need, send me references, and then we'll talk some more. And then I'll see what I can do. I've always wanted to try like a more minimalistic kind of thing, like kind of like the UPA-ish commercials that they used to do back in like the 50s and 60s. Oh my gosh, I can't draw round objects. Come on, round objects. This is why you bring in your ellipse tool. Ooh. And you just scale it to size. Because I cannot draw nice circles on my tablet. When I get money, I'm happy to play master character portraits. Sure, that sounds fun actually. I'll try and make them beautiful. Is someone cooking downstairs? It smells like food in my room all of a sudden. Okay, I'm starting to run a little stale on music, so I'm going to open up YouTube and then I'm going to go to this one channel that I use for their free music or royalty-free music. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah, raster, blah, blah, blah. Whatever you want to say. Photoshop. Okay, this is so much better. I have 6 people watching. Hello, 6 people. How are you doing? Welcome to my stream. I'm an artist, and I like to draw things, and I do my best to draw things. And I'm also a decently nice person, and I do my best. Welcome. Thank you so much for supporting me. I very much appreciate it. I'm gonna leave that thing off. I don't like it. Or maybe I can do it like this. I'll give it some oomph. Some oomph. It's like an open thing. Give it some negative space. Or more negative space since it's like an open circle. Actually, just have to cut all the way through. Oh no, I'm missing Dragon Ball. Tell me a story. Tell you a story? Okay, let's see. What's a good story? Oh, I can tell you the story about how I jumped off of a swing when I was 7 years old and I had to go to the hospital and get 11 stitches in my leg. So I was 7 years old and I went to Michigan. Also mod me. What? So you can block me out of my own stream time? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'll mod you in a second. Hold on. Okay, so my story. So I was 7 years old and I went to Michigan to see my aunt and my cousins, and we were hanging out. And so my cousins were like, "Oh, let's go to the park." And me, my two older cousins, and my brother. There you go, Tom. You're now mod. Me, my two older cousins, and my brother all went to the park, or we were going to the park. We wanted to go to someone's house first, to my cousin's friend's house. So we went to their house and we hung out for a little while, and then they're like, "Oh, do you want to take some scooters?" And we're like, "Heck yeah, we're gonna take some scooters." So they let us borrow their 3 scooters, and we're like, "Oh, sweetles." So we take the scooters down to the park that's not too far away from my aunt's house, and we're on the swings and playing around and like having a good time. So me and my 7-year-old mind on the swing thinking, "Oh, if I jump off of the swing at the highest point, and land, I'll be super cool. I'll like fly." Never block you from your host. Sweats nervously. But yeah, so I'm swinging on the swing and I think, "Oh, if I jump from the highest point, I'll be able to fly," or, whatever 7-year-olds think about when they're 7. So I proceed to do that, and I jump off the swing at the highest point, and I'm like flailing my arms in the air, and then I proceed to land, not just on the ground, but on one of the scooters that we borrowed, and I landed like knees first. So it was like knees, hand, face, hit the ground. I was like, "Oh, this is fantastic." So of course, my cousins and my brother run over, like, "What happened?" And I'm crying, and there's this huge gash in my leg, like softball size. Like I could see into my leg. It was like super gross, and I'm crying because I'm in pain. And my cousins are freaking. My cousin is freaking out, and my brother is freaking out. Has been blocked from our house. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna put you on timeout, Tom. I'm gonna put you on timeout. But anyway, so I'm screaming and crying because I'm in pain, and my cousins like pick me up and rush me back into my aunt's house. And I think my dad was asleep or something. I can't remember. It's a little blurry. But my aunt, she was like in the shower, so she like runs out of the shower because she hears me and like my cousins like screaming. And then we all hop into a car and rush to the hospital. Like all this whole time, I'm still like in pain, screaming because gash and leg. So we get to the hospital and they're like, "Oh, we can fix this." And if you don't know this about me, here's a secret about me. I am terrified of needles. Needles and me do not agree, just at all. Just don't ask me to give blood. Don't ask me to get a shot. Just don't ask me, because I'm just gonna, I'm gonna first laugh at you and then I'm gonna leave. Because I can't do needles. I just can't. So anyway, they give me a sedative, like they put something in my wound. At least I think that's what they did. I'm not sure. I was kind of out of it the whole day. But they gave me something, of course, for the pain and for my wound. I knew you didn't like needles. Well, of course, who does? I guess weirdos. Or maybe Tom does. Anyway, so they give me something for the wound and for the pain. It knocks me out. And then I wake up and I have a giant bandage on my leg. And I'm like, "Oh, well, this is great." So for about 4 or 5 weeks, I think, give or take. I can't really remember. I had stitches in my leg and I had a bandage on my leg. And yeah, that was me going to the hospital and jumping off a swing because I thought I could fly when I was 7. Do you guys want to hear another hospital story, a more recent hospital story that I've been telling like everybody because, you know, I just have to. I'll tell you, along with that story, I'll tell you also my most recent hospital story. Well, actually, I have like 2 more most recent hospital stories, but I'll tell you like the least lame one. What do you want, cat? What? So, okay. So, my more recent hospital story happened last year in July. The night before I went to the hospital, me and my family, we had chicken and waffles. Like homemade fried chicken and waffles. And it was delicious. So, but my mom and I were having like trouble frying the chicken. Like making sure it was like cooked and stuff. But, you know, we did it anyway. It was like, yeah, it was good. You know, it was delicious. So that night I went to bed and then I woke up and I felt really weird. You know when you wake up and like you just feel off? Like completely off? Oh, what is it? What is it, Double D? What do you want? I hate needles too. I know, right? They're just gross. Ugh. Who likes those things? Well, again, maybe Tom does. Maybe Tom likes needles. But anyway, so I woke up that morning and I felt super weird, just super strange. So I'm thinking like, oh, maybe it's because I watched like a weird, gross video the night before about like the dairy industry or something. And every morning I always drink cereal and milk. So I'm like, oh, maybe that was it. Like I just shouldn't have. Freya Moon Knight, hi, OMG, you're here. Hello, welcome. I'm just telling everybody the story of me going to the hospital. I'm just sharing my hospital story if you want to listen in. What do you want, cat? My cat is also here and she's whining because I don't want to open the door. What? She wants attention, but I'm trying to draw. Okay, so that morning I wake up, I go downstairs, I feel weird, and then I go make myself some cereal, and I'm like, oh, you know, maybe I feel weird because I watched a video about the dairy industry at like 3 in the morning, and I probably shouldn't have done that because the dairy industry is like super gross. But I'm like, oh, it's okay, you know, I'll just eat my cereal and I'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hello, Sora. So I eat my cereal, and eating my cereal, so I'm talking about my hospital story. So in the morning I was eating my cereal. So okay, let me start from the beginning. So last year in July, me and my parents decided we were going to make chicken waffles, and we were having some trouble frying the chicken, but we eventually got it right, and we ate the chicken. It was delicious. So the next morning I wake up and I just feel so off, like something is wrong. But I thought it was because I watched a weird video the night before about the dairy industry. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know, it'll be fine. So I go downstairs, I make my cereal, and I'm eating my cereal, and like the whole time I'm just feeling like super not good. Just like completely weird. So I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be eating cereal right now. So I stop eating my cereal, and I go, and we were supposed to go to a party that day, because it was a Saturday. We were supposed to go for one of my cousin's birthday, like 3rd or 4th birthday. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go get ready. So I go into my mom's room to go say good morning, and this is like 15 minutes after I'd eaten my cereal. And within that 15 minutes, I just had like pain in my stomach, just horrible pain. And then I was on the ground, just like on the ground in agony. Nothing was helping. My mom was like, what's going on? And I'm like, the pain. And I'm screaming because, like, you know that pain that you get when it's like, it's not like a constant pain. It's like, oh, here's pain, and then it leaves and then it comes back. That's what I had in my stomach, and it was just fantastic. So I'm in all this pain, and my parents tried like all these home remedies first before we decided to go to the hospital, because I didn't want to have to go to the hospital. So my parents were like, no, we have to go to the emergency room. There's something wrong. It could be your appendix, that kind of stuff. So my parents put me in the car, and we drive to the nearest hospital, which is like 15, 20 minutes away. We get there, and we get to the emergency room, and the emergency room people, like, I had gotten there to the emergency room, and I had already, like, thrown up once. TMI, I'm sorry, but, you know, whatever. So, and, like, the nurses had to, like, help me, like, out of the car, and, like, into a wheelchair. So they wheel me inside to the emergency room waiting area, and they're like, okay, it's gonna be at least 2 hours before we can get to a room. Now, keep in mind that at this point, by the time they tell us, oh, you know, it's going to take 2 hours for us to get your room, I am on the floor screaming in pain. I am the only one in that hospital room screaming in pain. So I'm like, okay, this is serious. You can't just leave me here. And they're like, we don't have any room. It's really packed. And I'm like, what if my appendix has just like burst or something and I'm bleeding out internally? What are you supposed to do then? So my parents are like, no, we're not going to sit here and wait for you guys to see our child who was screaming in agony. I know, right? ER waits really are horrible. I hate them. So they're like, okay, we're going to take you to an urgent care that was down the road. And hopefully maybe they can at least stabilize you and then we can go to a different hospital. So we get there and they wheel me into the urgent care. And they kind of take my information down, and I'm waiting. I'm still in a lot of pain. And then the doctor comes out, and he's like, he just gives my dad back my insurance card and whatever paperwork, and he's like, there's nothing we can do. Just go to the ER. And at that point, my parents were pissed. Like, we just came from the ER. The doctor's like, well, you should go back. And my parents were just pissed off. Which, I mean, you would be if they tell you, you bring your child into a hospital place and they're like, oh, we can't do anything for your child to help them. Like, you'd be pissed too. So finally, my parents, we had to drive to another hospital, I think that was like 30 minutes away. At this point, I was like going in and out, so I wasn't really sure what was going on. I thought I was dying. So we get there. By the time we get to the next hospital, I'm feeling a little better, but it still hurts. So, of course, the doctor's like, okay, let's get you in. And, like, within 20 minutes of getting there, I was in a room. And the doctor had already come to see me. So, they came to see me, and they're like, okay, you're obviously in a lot of pain. We need to, like, give you painkillers right now. So, they're like, we have to give you an IV. And I'm like, needles? I don't think so. I don't think so, man. We're not going to do needles. The doctor's like, it'll be fine. You know when doctors give you the smile, like, it'll be fine. And you're like, what is this smile you're giving me? Is this supposed to reassure me? Because it's not. You know that doctor smile. I'm glad you're alive. I'm sure anyone who's been to the hospital and has met with a doctor, you guys all know that doctor smile that they give you, like, it's fine. Like, no, it's not fine, you know. So, of course, they give me the IV. It hurts. Ouch. And then they give me pain medication, one pain medication that doesn't work. Then they have to really give me, like, they have to give me morphine in the end and, like, really shoot me up with some serious stuff. And I wasn't, like, high. I guess, like, some people, when they say they're on morphine, they're like, I can't feel anything. I was okay. I mean, the pain stopped, thankfully. But, like, I was like, oh, morphine, am I supposed to feel anything else? I didn't feel, like, high. Because even the nurses were like, she's not, like, woozy. Is she okay? Needles freak me out, but not for tattoos. It's weird. Because those ones are, like, super tiny, I guess. I don't know. Because I've seen tattoo needles, and they're, like, really tiny, but I guess maybe for, like, because it's not more of, like, they're trying to, like, inject you with things, even though they kind of are. It's weird. But I know what you mean, Freya. But yeah, they checked me out. They gave me a CT scan and X-ray and all that stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, she just has an upset stomach. She has like a stomach virus." And I'm like, "A stomach virus causes this much pain?" It's like, "Yeah, your appendix is fine. It's like your appendix is fine. Your intestines are fine. You just have stomach flu, or something." It's like, what? What is this? So what I think what happened is that I probably got like weird food poisoning from the chicken that I'd eaten the night before, and it just so happened to like take over the next day. But yeah, so that's a more recent hospital story that happened to me. It was great, It was fantastic. But yes, the hospitals they're just not my friends. It's just doctors. My mom is a doctor, and I love my mom, but it's like, like just needles. And because my mom used to be a hematologist, a phlebotomist, so she would like take blood and test blood and like other kinds of human fluids. So when I was younger, she used to take my blood, and now I'm older. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that anymore. I would scream when I was a kid, and I still scream now. Glad you're okay. Thank you. Yeah, it was just a weird fluke. Be careful when you're cooking chicken. Or I guess Double D, he doesn't eat chicken. So, he doesn't have to worry, I guess. Yeah, they said I had gastroenteritis. I've had gastritis before, but apparently gastroenteritis is like that plus the nth, to the nth degree. So, but yeah, it was a weird day. It was just weird. Although I am glad that I ended up getting sick at home and not at my cousin's party, because that would have been like a whole different scenario. Like getting sick at someone's party, that would have been like, ugh, not fun. So I guess it kind of all works out in the end, Like they say, God works in mysterious ways. So, maybe I just wasn't supposed to go to that party. I guess maybe it was going to be boring or something. But yes. Dee Dee. Yes, Double D. How can I help you? How can I help you, sir? I'm sorry. I'm going to turn on YouTube because it's the quietness. You roasted me, yet you can't eat cereal. I can't eat cereal for medical reasons. Alright? You just have a thing with chicken. Or I don't know. I don't know what your condition is with chicken, so I guess I won't judge. I'm not going to judge you. But excuse me while I just go through my YouTube really fast and try and find some music, because the silence is killing me. Alright, back to my art. Oh, do you guys want to hear any other stories about me? I can't eat chicken for a medical reason. Okay, so, I'm not going to judge you then if you can't eat chicken for a medical reason. If it gives you, if it hurts you, then, no judgment. It's only Sky who judges me even though I have a medical condition where I can't drink milk. It's like, I'll just put you in a room with Double D and some milk and make you drink some milk or something and see what happens. It's like, I'm going to go to the hospital is what's going to happen, Sky. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, you eat cheese all day. Well, I haven't gone to the doctor because I hate needles. Yeah, you eat cheese all day. I don't eat cheese all day. I only eat pizza like once in a while. Tell me about your favorite birthday. My favorite birthday. That's a good question. I actually get in pain when I eat chicken. Physical pain. Yeah, I understand. That's how I am with, straight dairy. I can't. It's, agony. But I think my favorite birthday was That's a really good question. He's a horrible person, LO. But I think my favorite birthday was probably my 20th birthday. Actually, no, my favorite birthday was my 17th birthday. I think it was my 17th birthday, where one of my cousins came, and like, so I am the last born, and I have one older brother. So I'm the last child. I'm the baby. So I don't have any sisters or anything, which is kind of it was kind of like a bummer to me. But I have like a lot of female cousins. So for my 17th birthday, one of my older female cousins, who I look up to like a sister, came. It was supposed to be a surprise, but Mom kind of like ruined the surprise because she told me. But it was like, oh, whatever. I was still happy. So she came for my birthday, and I think I had like maybe 4 other friends come. And it was really small, you know, not like a significant party. But it was still fun because I hadn't seen my cousin in a while, and we had like an Oreo cookie cake, and I just had friends, and we played some games, and, you know, we just had fun. So I think that was like my favorite birthday overall when I turned 17. But I think like the year afterwards, I got my license. Not that I got my license, but the next year I got my car. So I was like, oh, I can drive now. I'm like an adult, but not really. Okay, am I finally done with my line art? Oh my goodness. I think I am. Okay, guys, so here is the finished line art. Doesn't she look adorable? Okay, so coloring is going to take it's going to not take as much time, I promise, than my line art. I'm usually pretty quick with line art, but I guess because I'm kind of talking and trying to communicate, it took me a little longer. So, let's give her some skin color. Nice, Dee Dee. Thank you. Yesterday, I had a friend compliment me because she was like, you know, Dee Dee, I've known you since like freshman year, and you've been like super on your grind when it comes to like trying to improve and like get a job and internships and stuff. And I'm like, really? Because I feel like I just do nothing with my time. But she's like, no, you're always working really hard, you know, you're applying for anything and everything that you can and asking questions and just trying to like better yourself. And she's like, I'm really proud of you. And that made me feel so good because sometimes, you know, I feel like I get to a place where I just get kind of stagnant and I just feel like my art isn't improving, or I'm not doing what I think I should be, or that kind of stuff. Oops, I pressed the wrong button, LOL. Are you gonna switch? Thank you. Well, we were talking about Sky Double D. We love Sky, but also, you know. But yeah, so like, you know, it just made me feel good for someone else to kind of, I guess, validate me, I guess. Because sometimes it's hard for me to validate myself when it comes to my own work. Because I always feel like I should be doing more. Which isn't to say that's not a bad thing, of course. Like, we could all be doing more about whatever it is that we're doing. Sky, that was because of what he was going to lick you and Dee Dee in a room with milk. Yes. But yeah, so, you know, it was nice to just know that at least, even if I can't always see my progress, other people do, and other people are, you know, complimenting me on that, and, you know, are happy that I'm like trying to improve and better myself. That blue is too bright. Oh no. Oh no. I don't need purple, I need blue. She's supposed to be out. Dee Dee, when are we doing our race? That is a good question. Because, so right now I'm like all about my film. I'm doing like my film pretty much full time. Okay, how about this, Double D? You pick a time, and then I'll figure it out. Because right now, the days that I have off are, I have Mondays and Wednesdays off, but I'm usually working those days, like doing classwork, not like I have a job. But, yeah, so you pick a date and we'll go from there, and I'll just try and make the time because I can't, don't trust me to like do things right now because I just can't. I want to beat you. LOL, I got bets I play. What? People are betting on this? Well, I'm the one who's gonna win. I've been practicing. Mondays and Wednesdays. Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays are my days off. And then, of course, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And then Sunday to Mondays. Like, Sunday to Monday is like the better days, I think. Because then I just have like the whole time where I can stay up and do whatever I need to or want to. Color, color, color. Color, color, color. Colors, colors everywhere. Colors, colors everywhere. Where did I even hear that song from? I think it was the Backyardigans. There you go, Double D. I sang for you. Now where's my $20? Expand 2 pixels. Color, color, color. Okay, so I'm getting close to the end of my drawing. So, I'm going to put a number. And, okay, so I got 6 people who are watching. I'm not going to do the raffle just yet, but I'm going to. Doesn't count, was playing Dark Souls. So let's put it down to 5 then. Sing again. What? No. Okay, so I'm going to give everybody a number. Not right now, in a second. I'm going to give everybody a number. And you're going to have to remember that number. And then I'm going to choose a number. I'm going to do a thing from 1 to 6. And whoever number it just ends up on gets some free art. That's his fault. Please, no, I don't want to sing anymore. You missed it. I sang a little, but you weren't here, so that's not my fault. That's your fault. You should have been here to hear me sing. I shouldn't have colored that one part, but it's okay. I'll just erase it in a second. Oh, Lord. G's double D. Oh, what? Oh, that's what happened. Press the... I'm a rewind. Okay. I think it should be. Okay, it's on. It's set so you can rewind. So go ahead. Listen to my little singing. Select, modify, expand to pixels. So what I'm doing right now is I'm filling in my spaces, the places that I completed the line art, and I'm filling them in with a color, and then I go and I tell Photoshop, okay, take this color and expand it by X amount of pixels. My desire is not a game. These aren't distorted desires. They real. They sound pretty distorted to me. What would be a good color for her arm veins? I can't make them black. I guess making them the same color as her dress would be fine. Oh, that's actually the layer. This is why you label your layers, guys, because sometimes you put things on the wrong layer and then you want to kick yourself in the butt because you're like, why did I do this? Yeah, I ain't got a palace, really, because I think your palace would probably look like some giant, it looked like an old NES, like you live inside an old NES or something, and you just have like pizza boxes stacked everywhere. Oh, your plate is cheese double D. Color balance. Yeah. Trying to remember my color wheel so I can find some nice complementary colors. So blue. There's yellow, which is texture. Red. I don't want to do red. Yeah. I think this blue will be fine because there's enough of it that it breaks up. The yellow breaks up some of the other stuff. Cheese people. Jeez, Double D, you must really like cheese. We could eat our way out. Well, you guys could. I just be trapped there forever because I can't eat cheese. Oh, wow, YouTube. Are you turning into Netflix now? Are you really watching this video? Like, yes, I'm really watching this video. At least listening to it. Oh yes, all this music comes from a YouTube channel called Frequency. Frequency, they have a lot of copyright-free or royalty-free songs that you can use. For like 95% of their songs, you can just go and look it up, and you can download the song. And all you do is you download the song and you just make sure that you link back to them and you put credits in your video and you can use it. And it's good if you don't want to like use copyrighted music and get flagged by YouTube. So go check out Frequency. They're pretty good. They have a lot of good music, a lot of good artists, like different kinds of genres, a lot of like techno electro music. If you're into that kind of stuff, we should definitely go check them out. And again, it's called Frequency. If I go to my palace, I die. You can use Persona 5 music. I can use Persona 5 music. Well, I know you've used Persona 5 music in your streams. Alice really doesn't come after you for their using Persona 5 music? I'm actually kind of surprised. With how many cutscenes, Alice was like, no, you can't stream this cutscene for whatever reason. How many block scenes they had on their thing. I'm surprised. I'm almost done. So I'm going to ask everybody who is watching my stream to go ahead and give yourself a number from 1 to 6. So whoever says 1 first, they're number 1. Whoever says 2 first, they're number 2, and so on and so forth. I'll see if that works out. If it gets kind of confusing, then I'll just number you guys off, or maybe I should just number you guys off myself and make it easier on my brain. Or I don't know. Right now it looks like only Double D and Freya are the only ones here. At least they're the only ones talking. That was first. Okay, so Double D was first. So Double D was first, and I think after that was Rocket Cat and I'm gonna do a raffle, Freya. I'm gonna do a raffle in a second, and I'm gonna raffle off this piece of art that I'm doing, and you get a free piece of art that you can use and print out and have fun with. I guess I don't know what people do with art, to be honest. Don't forget, I count as 2 years because I have the stream up twice. I'm gonna have to jump out for a minute. Okay, Double D, you only get counted in 1 time. Will you sign it, Didi? Yes, I will sign it. I sign all of my work. Trying to make sure her eyes aren't like so deep. No, I meant so you know that there are 6 of us here. I'm 2 of them. Oh, okay. So there's only 5 people here. Better be signed. She gets famous and goes, and boom goes the price. I know, right? So let's see. Hey Freya, what color are your eyes? Sora, kitty, kitty, meow, meow, meow. Well, I can't think of a good color for my Alice's eyes. So what color are your eyes, Freya? What? Green. Well, Alice is going to have green eyes now. If anyone complains, then just blame Freya. Let me go more into the blues. When she gets famous, she goes from a cheap artist to $1,000 so we can draw your eyes. Well, I mean, I gotta make money somehow so I can pay for my yacht. What? Oh my gosh, Cat, please don't jump on all of my things. I love you, but, you know, stop. But I like blue. Well, the whole character is blue. He's like pretty much blue, Double D, so what's the problem? Let me give her a little bit of pink in her lips. I love kitties. I know, so do I. My cat keeps jumping on my desk because I am ignoring her and I don't want to open the door. Mine is curled up at my feet. Oh, cute. My cat, she likes to be a stinker and run around at 3 in the morning. Yes, you're being tortured, Sora. You're being tortured so horribly. You gotta make money so you can so I can pay you to pay me to make games so we can pay Steam to allow the game to be out. Sora, what? Actually, now that I think about it, her shoes should probably be darker. My cat is being evil somewhere. Let's take the saturation of her shoes down so they're not so distracting, because I don't want you to stare at her shoes first. I need you to see her eyeballs. Yeah, that's how ours is. Oh, he goes crazy at that time, then jumps on my head. My cat is looking at me, judging me harshly because I don't want to open the door. Because I'm doing very important work right now. I'm trying to be a famous YouTuber. Gosh, Sora. Why can't you just be happy for me? Like, jeez. Okay, almost done. Just gotta finish up this axe. And then I'll start the raffle. Your cat is very evil and too cute for her own good. Isn't that how most cats are? They're super cute and adorable, but then they're like evil, like trying to like take over the world or something. If cats had thumbs, they could really like open doors. It would be the end of the world. What's her name? What's whose name? My cat? If you're asking what my cat's name is, Double D, her name is Sora. And she's asleep on my little dresser right now. And yes, my cat is cute, but way too evil. Dee Dee, she tried to gouge out my eyes for holding her when she asked me to. And the name of the girl you're drawing. Her name is Alice, so she's supposed to be Alice, like from Alice in Wonderland. But like, if she was like a warrior kind of lady girl, and like holding like a giant axe. A little bit of shadow. I don't like doing much shading. I feel like I know your cat's name. Well, I mean, you made it sound like you didn't know what my cat's name was. But yeah, it's supposed to be Alice, like from Alice in Wonderland, and she's just like it's like a different Alice. Normally, when I do my shading, I do a gradient, and then I kind of use that for like shading purposes. But I don't feel like doing that right now. I kind of want this to be slightly more, less. What's the word? I want it to be less rendery and more about the overall design. How can I not? Sora is my cat too. Well, I mean, you don't pay for anything for her, so how is she your cat? You don't really love her. 4% battery left. LOL, don't want to move. Well, okay, I'm done with this, so I say that as I continue to shade. I just need to give this axe a little embellishment. I pay for her by providing pizza to you so you stay happy and treat her right till I find you. Okay, whatever you say, Double D. So here is the completed. Almost completed. Okay. I want to add a little bit of shyness. Okay. Zoom out, please. Zoom out all the way out. Here is the completed Alice. Let me crop this a little. Oh, oops. Nope. What do you mean, whatever you say? I love my cat. I love my cat. So let me just crop this down. Alrighty. So here's the completed Alice. Oops. In all of her young girl glory. Ooh, that is a color. Let's turn this down a lot. So we can see my cat is now talking over my chest. Alice is in Playmasters now, LOL. If you put her in Playmasters, I require royalty payments. Pressure. And let me just sign this. Don't like this red. So it's raffle time, raffle time, it's raffle time, raffle time. Don't let Dashy hear that I took his song. I think I'm just gonna make this gray. I'm sorry. It's just... Oh, but her axe is gray though. Yep, he does. Do you say pizza as payments? That's literally all I have to my name. Unfortunately, pizza does not pay my bills. Unfortunately. If it did, then I would definitely take it, but it does not. Unfortunately. So, now I'm going to go ahead and do my refill. So I'm going to give people who are participating, as in who are actually talking in chat at this moment, a number. So right now there's only 2 people in the chat who are currently actively talking. So if you want to get into this raffle right now, I'm going to need you to go ahead and sound off in the chat. There's 5 people watching, so if you want some free art, please, in the chat, just sound off. Okay, so we got Tom. So Double D is number 1. Tom is 2. Freya is 3. Do I have a pen to actually write this down so I remember? Act like a big dork. So Double D is 1. Tom is 2. Freya is 3. Rocket Cat, are you still here? Come in, Rocket Cat. Do you read me, Rocket Cat? Rocket Cat, are you with us? I guess Rocket Cat has left. So we only have 1, 2, 3 people. There's only 3 people who want free art? I mean, this is free art. You don't have to pay $40 for this. It's free. You just have to be here in the chat. Freya, go tell Sky to come in the chat too, if he's awake. I know he's an old man, but you know. Tell him to come in the chat and say hello so he can be in the raffle and get some free art. 5 watching, but only 3 active. I know, right? But yeah, Freya, go get Sky. Tell him to come in the chat for like 3 minutes so I can do this raffle and actually have enough people to raffle this off to. 2 of the 5 is me. He's working, LMAO. Oh yeah, he works at night. I remember. Never mind. So okay, so 2 of the 5 is me. Jeez, Double D, just messing up my whole thing. Gosh. Well, it's okay. So I'll just do with the 3 people, and I'll choose a number. More art for us. I'll choose a number 1 through 3. Okay? I wish I could. So, let's go. Random number generator goes to... Oh, hold on. Random number goes to... number 1. And number 1 is... Double D. You win some free art, Double D. Congratulations. I will send you, if you send me your email, I'll send you a high quality print version of this. I love you. I'm trying to help as much as I can. But you and Double D, so you'll get a high quality print version of this. I'll send you a PNG version and a JPEG version, one that you can have on your laptop and another that you can print out and, stick on your wall or something. And for everybody else who is watching but did not participate or didn't win, I'm going to put this image on my Redbubble store so you can buy it as a sticker, you can get it as a print, you can get it as, bags or whatever. So even if you didn't win this free art, you can still buy the art yourself and support me as an artist. So I can buy more, because I want to get a new tablet, a slightly larger tablet than this one that I have, and of course, just support me so I can keep making good videos and buy some more games so I can play some more games, and hopefully get a capture card so I can play games a little more easily. But where should I send you my email? Just send it to me through Discord. I can just send you this stuff right now, actually. But yep, that looks like it's gonna be it. Let me go ahead and link some of my stuff in the chat. I should probably get a fuss bot, to be honest. I'll link my Redbubble store so you can go look at my other artwork. Have a nice time with that. Because I was thinking about starting a donation thing, but I feel like since I have a store, that could kind of count as my donations kind of thing instead. So let me just link that in the chat really fast. Okay, guys, gotta go. Love you all. Good night. Good night, Freya. Well, YouTube doesn't feel like letting me put my stuff in the chat right now. So I'll just link you guys to my Twitter. Oops. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this like on the fly, so excuse me if this is taking a while. We could do a Patreon. Yeah, but like the issue with Patreon is like you have to have stuff up per month, and I just don't feel like I have the time or like the mental capacity to like do Patreon. Maybe later, once I have like more time and I'm out of school. Okie dokie. Let's see if this works. If I can put my Okay, it let me put my Twitter in, but won't let me put the thing. Whatever. But I'll go ahead and put my Redbubble down in the description so you guys can check out my art and all that good stuff. If you want to commission me, I'll link my commission page also in the description. Let's see. What the? I can't even put my own thing on here? Wow. 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 Well, okay. It's okay. There's a link. There should be a link to my commission site on my Twitter. But if you don't want to, if you don't want to commission me, you know, you can still buy stuff from me. I sell all kinds of stuff through my Redbubble store, like stuff like that looks like this. So if you like my art, oh, I'm jumping between 3 streams. Jeez. But yes, thank you so much for coming to watch me stream. Thank you so much to my 50 plus subscribers. Thank you so much for the support. I'm a really small channel, and I know I don't really post stuff that often, and I don't stream that often, but when I do appreciate the people who do come and watch me and put up with my lack of understanding of technology and how to stream and my boringness. But I try, and I'm really thankful that you guys, I really appreciate that you guys take the time out just to come watch me be weird and not play Sonic Forces very well. And, you know, I just do this for fun. This is just for me to do fun things and, you know, kind of just get my mind off of school and life and, you know, just be here and do things. I got you when I get money. Yes, Double D. I know you got me when you get money. And cute voice. My voice isn't cute. Oh my gosh. But again, thanks so much for all of your support. I want to shout out Sky. Sky shouted me out a while ago. He's like a big brother to me. I've known each other for a while. He's super cool. He's really funny. If you ever need help, you just go find Sky, and Sky is going to help you. Doesn't matter if it's day or night, he will help you with whatever it is. Even if he may not know the answer right away, he will direct you to a place where you can get the answer and get help. If you ever need to talk to somebody, you go talk to Sky, and he's just going to be there, and he'll just be your big bro. I also want to thank Double D, my soft boy. Double D has been here since like day one, since I started streaming Kingdom Hearts on one random day. He came into my stream just to be nice and now we're good friends. Go check him out. He's super great. He's doing a lot of good work. He streams like every day or like every other day, playing all kinds of games, does all kinds of stuff. Go check him out. He's super nice. Call him a soft boy for me because he's a soft boy. Cal Kingslayer. Cal is really got me into the whole supporter hype instead of just kind of looking at subscribers as numbers, looking at people as supporters, and really just kind of having people come and be there and support you and interact with you and just have fun and just have like a good community. Cal, Kingslayer Network, he's really built up a really good community. Just with the hashtag I am a creator. He's a good guy. Go check him out. Sometimes he comes to my streams to troll me because I go to his streams and I troll him. So if you go, troll him just for me. Tell him Dee Dee told you to troll him. I also want to thank the people who came. Tom who came by. Thanks, Tom. Tom is always trolling me, always trying to kick me from my own stream. Rocket Cat. Dynamic Dynamo, thank you guys for coming, for watching my streams. Dynamic Dynamo, I still need to get you your art from my last art stream. I still need to send that to you. So there's that. Freya who comes. Freya's super nice. She helps Sky out. Sky and Freya are married, so they kind of stream together. So, if you go to Sky stream, you're going to see Freya. Freya's hilarious. She's always in the background, doing fun stuff. Just thanks to everybody who comes by, even if you don't talk, even if you're just kind of watching the stream just because. Thanks so much. I really do appreciate it. This is just a fun thing that I do just to kind of be free and, do whatever I feel like. Do whatever I want, That's kind of my saying, is just I kind of do whatever I feel like. So this is kind of what I feel like doing. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to get, like, emotional and start crying or something. I'm not a crier. I also want to thank my cat who's staring at me judgingly. I see you, cat. Maybe one day if I get to 100 subscribers, you guys can see my face. Maybe. Don't quote me. But maybe if I get to 100 subscribers, 100 supporters, you get to see my face, and judge me on my acne and my glasses. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The next time I'll stream, hopefully I'll stream next Friday or Saturday, and I'll continue playing Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I'll be going on to my second part of that stream. So be there for that. All the people that I mentioned, go check them out. They stream pretty much every day or every other day, doing all kinds of stuff. Sky, Double D, Cal, doing all kinds of stuff. They play all kinds of games. And, yeah, just thanks again. I really appreciate 50 subscribers. It's really a blessing. Even though I'm a small little soft girl. I really do appreciate that I do good enough work that people want to watch me. So I'm talking too long. I'm talking for too long. I'm getting too sentimental. I'm sorry. So, again, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys again, hopefully next Saturday with Rise of the Tomb Raider. But in the meantime, oh yes, and Double D and I are supposed to do a Kingdom Hearts race soon. So be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, I will see you guys on the flip side. Bye.